Hello everyone, this is me again, Marcia Silva, mom of two, real life. So today I want to do a quick video because my mind was again going wild while I was doing laundry, as it is. Thinking about Christmas. I mean, we are on the 10th of November and I don't know if you like me, but I don't like to miss out on Christmas. I really love Christmas. And I think this year, Christmas might be quite sad for a lot of us with the cost of living. I have noticed my credit card, normally I tend to buy everything on credit card and pay everything off in the end of the month. And then somehow this month I didn't pay everything off and I incur interest, which I kind of think is a waste of money. And it was like £30 interest, £30, where I could have gone for dinner with that money. And I really hate when that happens. So I really need to keep on top and make sure I'm doing the payments to pay it off. I don't know how did that happen, but I really need to make sure that doesn't happen again because it's just a waste of money. I think I might have to check the interest on my credit card because that might actually have gone up as well since the interest rates have gone up. So yeah, that shouldn't happen. So I want to do like a video around Christmas organizing, being exciting as well as budget for Christmas. So let me just make sure I don't forget the points I want to cover. First of all, and this one I might forget, am I the only person, or am I I'm sure I'm not the only person, but am I the exception or am I the rule? So I tend to get booked like with things on the weekends, like with 2 months in advance, which if I look at my diary, I would struggle to find a date to see a friend within 2 months. I mean, I was talking with a friend and she kind of told me, you are the only person I know like this. And then I'm like, well, I have 2 kids. There's a lot of birthday parties going on, kids' birthday parties. But then I was thinking actually back in the days before I had kids, I used to have this friend of mine and she used to make this comment saying, oh, I need to book with you 2 months in advance. And I'm thinking, oh my God, maybe it's not just the kids. I always been like this. And I don't know how I get myself really booked up. And when I was working, I used to say I can't have Saturday and Sunday booked up. I need at least a Sunday so I have a breather where I can, change the beds and do any things like, shopping and so on. So we kind of stopped doing things on a Sunday, or at least not hosting on a Sunday. So we would have a breather. But now I find myself again getting booked Saturdays and Sundays, and it's a variety of things. Children's parties are taking a lot of the days, and then because kids also have ballet and football in the morning, so I kind of did it on purpose that we are not completely full with activities on the weekend, and that takes us the whole weekend we cannot do anything fun. So yeah, those activities are just in the morning, so it frees up the day. Like ballet is from 9 until now it's like 1 hour because the kids are in different classes, but yeah, like 9 until 10, and then on Sundays football like 10 until 11. So yeah, now it's like in the morning, but then we have lunch, afternoon, evening free. And sometimes I have like something early afternoon and something late afternoon, and I'm like, am I not like, is this the exception or not the rule? Like, how many of you? I'm really now curious to say. I have another friend which I was talking to, and she said, oh yeah, we are very busy. And I was like, oh, maybe then it's not just me. Then I know other people that I just book, like maybe that week they book something for the weekend. Whereas I can't really like be very spontaneous because I would normally have things booked so much in advance that I would struggle. Sometimes I would struggle to talk to family because I always have something. And yeah, and it's a variety of things, as I said, either it's kids' party or we're doing something different that we never done. I don't know, I'll give you an example, like Christmas is coming, so we managed to book like something Paint Hill. Like, I don't actually even know what it is because actually Michael booked that, but just something like really different. And we have theater tickets booked. We have, anyway, like some different things that we never done, so I cannot even tell you what is like usual. We actually booked like we went to Weasley Gardens, which is like really nice garden in Surrey, that we got a membership last year, and I actually never had time to go back because I haven't had really that day that it was nice to go there, like because also you need to be nice weather. So I kind of feel like, well, that was a waste of money getting that membership because we haven't gone back since, so we just spent that time. And also, you know, sometimes it could be just like, you know, having organizing a lunch with some friends, or hosting, or being invited over, which most likely is like us inviting people over, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So I guess it's in my genes. I am a bit like my mom. We always like, we don't mind the effort, we don't mind the mess afterwards. It's just in my DNA that I do like to host and see people in my house and kids happy playing. Maybe not others are the same. They like to be invited, but maybe getting people over is not their thing, which fair enough. Everyone is different. But then that involves quite a bit of planning and expense and work. But I do enjoy it when, you know, that the moment when it happens. It sometimes always feels like it's very quick because it just goes, yeah, preparing and tidying up the house and make sure you have enough food, all that stress, and then it goes very quickly when actually you have the people over, and then you are kind of left with, you know, with kids playing and the mess behind. Which again, it should not be the case, because if everyone tides up, it wouldn't be that much mess. But you know, sometimes it happens. I have the house absolutely trashed, and yeah, when you're tired and then picking up toys and putting things in boxes and separating, oh my god, it can be quite exhausting. Yeah, so this, I would like to know how many of you are booked up 2 weeks in advance, 2 months in advance, and how many of you actually are quite free in the weekends and can be spontaneous. And especially now with Christmas, I am already booked until end of the year, and I can't really make many plans in there. There is the odd day that I might be able to squeeze something in, because everyone wants to meet around Christmas, and I'm thinking, why don't we do this over the year and just after Christmas? Because actually January is the most miserable month, and for me, in a way, to have a really nice January is actually starting to plan things for January. So if someone wants to meet me, then I think, oh, why don't we do something January? Because, you know, it makes sense. There is no time anymore now, and January will be nice to have something to look forward. So yes, taking bookings for January or February. Yeah, so I would like to give some tips around saving for Christmas, because I do think, you know, I was just listening to the TV today and the news, and they were talking, oh, you know, people, you know, the new Christmas adverts are out there to make people spend. And I'm like, do you really get fooled by seeing something on TV and then you have to go and spend? And I find that actually with little kids like mine, even Jessica's turned 5, she hasn't mentioned anything about presents that she wants. I mean, I wonder how much longer this is going to last, because this is wonderful up until now. Even for her birthday, they don't really like, okay, they sometimes they see something, I want that, and I used to say, yeah, of course, they're not going to remember. So last year she did tell me she wanted this baby that talk, and then I got her that baby from Santa, and it was not exactly the baby she wanted, because her baby was like 50 pounds. I was like, that's not happening. She was still happy, but she was telling me, oh, Santa got the present wrong. But I have this thing, and I did tell Michael, don't go and buy lots of presents, because I don't want them to grow up in this, you know, habit that they need to have lots of presents, and that's how they expect it. And if they don't, they will be upset, because I don't agree with it. I was brought up, my mom would always give me a nice present over Christmas, but there was one, I don't remember more than one. And it was so lovely to have that special Christmas, that special present I want. So I can't remember, she was giving me one from Santa and one from them. But I kind of thought, let's do one from Santa and one from us. And they're still going to get it from their grandparents, from their uncles and aunties. So they're going to get some extra. And I also don't like this thing about, you know, lots of presents under the tree. I just don't get it. I don't put I don't put presents under the tree first because they are little, and because they were little, they would actually want to open it. They don't get it. That's for later. So we kind of had the presents hidden, and then we kind of, what we do, the present from the Santa on the day when they wake up on Christmas Day, and then we do a present from us maybe in the afternoon, and then they will get to open the other presents after the next day, because you know, is the other day is a bit boring, and so just something nice to for them to do, and they have more time to play with each toy. Yeah, it tends to be a toy. I mean, I'm not gonna give him clothes from Santa, am I? So yeah, I don't go like crazy. I'm not gonna spend a lot of money in presents. I think again, presents are overrated, and it's so difficult sometimes to buy a present like when someone already has everything, and then you're wasting money on something that they might not enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not really worried about the money I'm going to spend on Christmas presents, because I will buy a present for my, well, 2 presents from the kids. I need to still talk to Michael what we're going to do for the kids. But again, they haven't mentioned anything major, so I'm going to struggle there. But, you know, it might just be the usual, another baby or Lego, or yeah, again, something they already have. I will have to think deep, but this is a nice problem to have, what to buy your child when they already have everything. I really would like us to focus more in experiences, and yeah, days out with the family. I actually just booked us tickets to go on a tour around London on a bus to see the Christmas lights, because I always been very nervous to do that when they are little, if it's cold. But I kind of thought, okay, I'd rather pay for this bus, because then I know we are going to be more comfortable, and then I'm going to walk a lot and save from crowds. So that's the idea. And it should be 1 hour and a half, and it was around £37. So that's kind of a treat for Christmas. But Michael has booked other things for them to do. I think we're doing Snow White theater, because it's just a nice thing to do. But we never go for the most expensive seats. Doesn't matter, they are so little, they just want to see it. So that will be nice. So for me, Christmas, really, I mean, I think I will spend more money actually going for dinner with friends, because again, everyone wants to meet. So I have a few dinners booked with different groups of friends. I'm going to try to control myself on these dinners, not pick out as I normally do, and control the alcohol consumption, maybe a glass, not say, oh, let's get a bottle, and then it's not just one, it's 2 or 3 comes, and then when the bill comes, it's painful. So I'm just maybe go for a glass of red wine if I'm having a nice, like a meat. Maybe skip the desserts. So I'm gonna really try to be good, just have a main and a glass of wine, and I should be happy as a Larry, and should be fun. So, and then yeah, for the Christmas meal, really we just do a roast, nice chicken, so it shouldn't be that much more money. I don't intend to buy any Christmas decorations this year, or Christmas tree for that matter, because I never do. I do feel so sorry for, I know real Christmas tree looks very pretty, but it's a tree that is dying, it's being cut, and I can't have that tree dying. And I'm looking at that tree dying. It just, for me, that's not pretty. I actually find it, yeah, if I go to someone's house and I see it, I was like, oh, that's pretty. But actually, if I was to look at that tree in my house and see it dying every day, it would actually break my heart. So I am not a real Christmas tree person. So I have my artificial trees, which I try to decorate it nicely. I try to make it something different that looks different every year. So that's my plan. Hopefully I can stick to that and not buy any more Christmas decoration. So no Christmas decoration, no crazy presents for the kids, and I will have to buy something for Michael, something for my in-laws. Michael will deal with the presents for the rest of his family that is here. My family is in Portugal, so I'm not gonna see them, so no presents there. And yeah, so that should keep me on budget. and not have anything extra, because yeah, I do see it, the cost of living going up. I have gone to the supermarkets that I normally go. Yesterday I went to Marks and Spencer, that one around the corner from me that I never been, just because I was not far from there, just to check it out. And I bought, what did I buy? I bought a sandwich, because it just reminded me like when I was going to work and buy a sandwich from Marks and Spencer every day, every other day. So I bought a sandwich there. I bought some nachos, because Ralphie really likes it. Some pasta. And I spent £20. £20. What? So yeah, definitely a bit worries me that how much the prices are going up and how much more is spent on basic stuff. So other thing that you need to get yourself organized, especially if you are in London, you know, near London, is to book things like Santa Grotto, because of course kids, it's just something we love to do every year since they are little. So this you need to book way in advance. We already booked it. I think we booked it back in September, because September, October, whenever they open, we just try to book a Santa Grotto. Not necessarily the same. We actually did go to the same Santa Grotto even during COVID, twice or 3 times. And then last year we did something different, which was pretty cool. And this year we're going to do something else different. So that's also a really nice treat to do over Christmas. I do think for me, Christmas is not just the Christmas 2 weeks period that people are on holiday. Christmas for me is actually, I think it's already starting, because I'm already thinking about, you know, food, Christmas food. And I was just browsing yesterday, and I really fancy eating some German type of food. So I'm just actually gonna try to cook some German type of food, because I find it quite Christmassy. Also last weekend I did mulled wine. First time I actually did it at home, and it was just such a nice thing to do. So I'm already gearing up for Christmas slowly. I haven't put my Christmas tree or Christmas decorations up yet, but I think I will do it pretty soon when I have time. Maybe I will start putting them on, not because I don't do everything in one go. There's a Christmas tree. I might actually wait and do that with the kids, because I think they did actually a good job last year doing it. So probably I will wait and do it with them, maybe a Sunday afternoon when we don't have anything major, or have something that finish early, so we can do it. But yes, I think that's pretty much my Christmas feeling at the moment. So I just want to share these tips, how I am going to navigate and make the most of Christmas this year without breaking the bank. That's the whole. Another thing that I'm doing is just giving a meter reading for my gas and electricity every end of the month, because I don't want them overestimating and then making us paying much more. I just want to keep, and I actually want to know how much I'm spending every month, to have an idea if I'm cutting down on the heating, if that actually is making a difference, if I'm using the oven more, you know, what is actually making the electricity and the gas soar in terms of cost. So that's another thing I'm doing every end of the month or beginning of the month. Give them a meter reading so they don't estimate and it's all real and accurate. So yeah, do that. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you so much, and hope you put a comment and subscribe, ideally, because that will help me. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.